She was nearly disqualified because they said she was showing weeds.
It's hard for us to comprehend how avant-garde her planting would have been.
Through the ups and downs of their turbulent life and marriage, they create a garden.
She was never allowed to describe herself as a professional gardener. She always had to remain amateur because it would be vulgar for her to be talking about earning money.
She plants with abundance and she fills that formality with an abundant and informality of planting.
She wasn't really a garden designer as such, she was a plants woman, and they wanted to have a garden that could accommodate all the plants that they loved.
Her style is that sort of intensity of planting. It is creating an emotional response. It is a simplicity but strength of design, but with very flamboyant planting.
She coined the phrase right plant, right place. It's like an ethos, you know, any condition you've got, there'll be a plant that's naturally adapted to survive that.
They captivate together chaos and control really perfectly. So he is the control with his straight lines and his geometry, and she kind of like throws a blanket of flowers and softens all of his hard landscaping. So they're a really good combo together.
The mantra that I keep in my head is to continue to seek what she sought, and then I've done my job.
How do we manage when it stops becoming a Gertrude Jekyll garden and becomes a Claire Greenslade garden?
I'm very aware of the responsibility I've got to carry on her business, to share that knowledge of plants.
What drives me is trying to create a garden that gives you an emotional response, and that emotional response should be different in every area, because they loved the idea of surprise. They loved the idea that you would walk into the next area and have a totally different experience.
Because, you know, whatever the problem, plants are the answer.